to family investment. I've just done a live session on Nvidia earnings, and now I'll hopefully to recap it in 3 minutes on what I've learned from the live stream from Jensen Huang, Colette, and team at Nvidia, and what we've learned going forward. Okay, let's jump straight in. So Nvidia share price is not moving. Pretty funny one. Okay, it's not moving. I'm going to refresh it again, and it is not moving. So one thing that's interesting about this is there's a lot of people placing bets on the straddle bets, meaning that plus minus 10% was expected. I've shared on my Twitter X as well that because plus minus 9.5%, which was informed by interactive brokers that it could happen, and people were placing trades, bets, up 9% or down 9% to get leverage up, leverage down. But because if tomorrow it stays flat, a lot of people placing those bets will just expire on nothing, no income. So stock goes up, you lose money. Stock goes down, you lose money. Stock doesn't move, you used to lose money. Man, life is hard, yeah? Life is hard for these traders. So earnings, we have here from Daniel. So he's explained that very good earnings. I like the fact he says beat, and raised. So what he means is revenue is beaten. We beaten revenue by 1 billion. EPS 0.85, we got 8.89. Data center has increased by 2 billion. Data center is the king. We've got gaming, we've got robotics, automation, that's done well as well. And most importantly, the revenue going forward for next quarter. I'm not talking next year, next quarter. Another 1 billion in the bag expected. Okay, and expectation as always, they state, we've raised from 42 to 43, and when we come on the day 3 months next, people expect 44 or 45. It's crazy, yeah? It's how demanding the world is just now on these markets. Yep. The other thing that I've learned from the share is not just the data center. We can see the likes of genomics is jumping out. NIM service, we're going to see. But everything here collectively is 35 billion. So we're still at a place of deployment of the Blackwell. 35 billion this quarter. Gaming, we're moving to the RTX 50 series. We're down 11% of the year. This month, 22%. And I think it's clearly stated that in the gaming, there was supplier problem. They couldn't get enough of their chips to put it out on the market. So there's been an issue on supplier. And I think with the new RTX 50 series, so the new Blackwell being installed, can actually own a Blackwell under $1,000 in your home and provide not just for gaming but for every other purposes as well. Professional visualization, almost $500 million, up 5% and 10% a year. But what's interesting is automotive robotics, okay, up 570, 1.7 billion for the year. It's a real revenue generator just now, 27, and overall 103%. So we're talking about the Ubers, the robotics that they're producing and within the landscape, not just their NVLink and Blackwell, but they're also starting to expand to other avenues, which is very positive. And hopefully going down in future, we might see some names and some Jetsons, other revenue stream coming through. So they are working very, very hard. So as shareholders, this is pretty positive. The thing is mentioned quite a lot in the earnings is pre-training, post-training, and real-time scaling, reasoning. This is what we do. So the LLM that we use nowadays are all on reasoning. They think, you write a question, they think about it themselves for like 20-30 seconds, and then they spit out a very reasonable answer to you. So that's where it comes from. The CR1 was the one that kicked it off about 6 weeks ago. Post-scaling training, this one is quite demanding on the tokens, meaning that you want to tune your model. You still need very demanding of your data center server. You can run it off your laptop to push through post-training. So demand Blackwell is here. Rubin will be next to replace Blackwell. We will hear about it in the GTC conference in a few weeks' time when Jensen gets on stage again. That's like the rock star, the Taylor Swift of concert, but for the tech world. And that's where Jensen will be coming through. So finally, I want to share my buy trigger. So this is on my club members page. I've shared this with my club members yesterday on what I expect for the buy trigger. Has it changed? So I'm not going to change it. This is done pre-earnings with the data that I have with my new buy trigger 2.0 model. So I've done the recall of growth. It's not 53%. Now it's actually 69% because the way Nvidia growth is growing is exponential. So if you take the last and the last and the latest, first in and last out, you're going to get 53%. But because the model doesn't account for the exponential growth, I had to do a linear regression and I got 69%. And that's why I've got a valuation that's improved from 144 to 160. Okay, apologies, I don't think you can see the screen here. 144 to 160 here, 69% growth. And buy trigger still at 113, high risk, because you all know, we know, Nvidia could go up, could go down. So if there's opportunity to go down, capture it. If it doesn't come there, just hang fire, chill, don't do anything. Okay, so this is me for Nvidia. The next time I'll speak about Nvidia again, it'll be the GTC conference. I could be there, I could be here, I could be somewhere, but there's something that we're all watching as shareholders. But for now, Nvidia is great in tech. Technology is moving forward. We speak about it with the kids at home every day. I think you guys should as well, because our future kids will be using this more than ever. And life will be different in the next 20-30 years thanks to Nvidia. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself on these earnings. Hope to share with you guys more soon.